Hello everyone, good morning, and thank you so much for joining this VCSP usage reporting webinar today. Online you have Anthony Sturniolo, the Market Development Specialist for the Veeam and Cloud Service Provider Program, as well as Don McCardle, our Technical Account Manager for both the Veeam Cloud Service Provider Program and our Perpetual Veeam licensing team. So just wanted to walk through the mechanics of the VCSP usage reporting tool first. And then we'll kind of get a deep dive into how to pull your usage reporting figures. So the first thing to make note of here is the usage reporting tool. In the Directions tab, we'll have the 2 email aliases that you'll report to your Veeam Cloud usage each month. So you have the Veeam VCP at Ingram Micro alias, which is our internal team here, as well as the hosting.na@veeam.com. So those can be found here in the red Directions tab on the VCSP usage reporting tool. The report would be due by the 5th of each month to our team mailbox. So essentially you're taking your usage reporting numbers from the previous month and reporting them in this tool here and sending them to these 2 email aliases. So on into the agreement section, you should see your account name and Pro Partner ID listed here. You should have received this tool upon processing a new activation order with us here at Ingram Micro, or if you are already a partner in our program, then a new tool should be available for you for the given months that are listed here in the term agreement information. So next down here we have the monthly minimum points that you're committed to. So for our no-commit partners, you should see a 0 in this tool to calculate your monthly cost per point per month. We also now offer volume rental agreements that are going to pull additional discounts for you in the reporting tool here. So this tool should essentially reflect the program that you've signed up with us here at Ingram. The first reporting month, so this is going to pull here into your reporting tool. So you should have available spaces for 12 months of reporting in the matrix on the next page. And then obviously down here, your aggregator should say Ingram Micro, and all of our pricing is in US dollars. So if you're a Canada partner with us, this still would reflect AMER for US dollars, which should be built in. So here's the actual usage reporting form. The first month through month 12, as I mentioned, with all of our products in our portfolio listed in the matrix here. So each item in our program has a point value associated with it. So dependent on the number of virtual machines that you've backed up for your entire customer base for the previous month would be the numbers that you're going to fill in here in the actual spreadsheet. So for example here, Availability Suite Enterprise Plus, each unit would total 15 points. So if you had a total of 10 VMs, what this is going to do is calculate the 10 VMs at 15 points per unit to give you the 150 points. And then these additional tabs here are for our processing team. So these should be locked for you, but it will help you determine what your invoice totals will be for each month. So you should see in here, you have the 150 points at 78 cents per point, and that gives you the 117 per month that will be invoiced. So as you go in and adjust quantities to this, obviously for the different products that we have here in the portfolio, you'll see these totals here adjust at the bottom. There's the second example. Now, as you enroll in higher volume rental agreement plans, we will issue you a new usage report that will have the different minimum price per month, as I mentioned, in the agreement tab. And essentially the same thing. It will calculate here the total number of points for you. And your monthly invoice will show up here in the extended list price that you'll pay to Ingram. So this is essentially how the sheet is filled out, sent, like I said, to our Veeam VCP at Ingram Micro mailbox. Wanted to turn it over now to Don McCardle, and he will go ahead and take the ball and show us how and where to pull the usage reporting information from the Veeam Availability Console.
Great, thanks, Anthony. Hi, everyone. This is Don McCardle, Technical Account Manager for Veeam at Ingram Micro. And I'm going to take you through the necessary tools that are needed to actually pull all of the information that Anthony just talked about and deliver them in a report. So, share my screen here. Okay. Oops. And there we go. All right, so what I have in front of everyone right now is the Veeam Availability Console. Now, the Veeam Availability Console is a tool that Veeam came out with a couple of years ago, actually a little bit over a year ago. And this is a tool that is specifically meant for VCSP service providers, right? This is essentially where you live and breathe in your service provider environments, from being able to monitor and manage your customers' environments, being able to view things like the backup jobs across your customers' hosted sites, being able to just add companies as you see fit, any new companies that you onboard. There's a lot of really neat functionality in here, but the main focus of today is really just where do we get all this information, right? Where do we pull all this licensing information? So, in the configuration section, so there's a little cog that I hit in the top right. The configuration section is where we're able to reach our licensing screen, which is right at the bottom left here. And the licensing screen basically gives us general information on what licenses are being consumed across what particular sites. Now, just as a fair warning, I don't actually have production licenses with legit support IDs. A lot of mine are eval licenses and NFRs. So a lot of the information that you'll see isn't actually going to populate in mine, but it will still ring true for, that won't be the case for you guys, right? It will actually show up, the number of particular licenses, max number of licenses, and what's actually consumed. So, but the location is still the same nonetheless. So a general overview, your Veeam Availability Console and your, which is, this console itself, it has its own license bound to it, and how many instances are being consumed across all of that, or I guess how many instances worth of data it's taking in. This does generate monthly usage reports automatically for you. So you will get usage reports on either agents and or backup servers, depending upon when you set those up, or I guess how you set those up. Cloud Connect servers is related to our service provider, or our Cloud Connect deployment, meaning our backup and replication that we're using our Cloud Connect licensing for, seen in the little section down here. This would be for if, say, a customer owns their own licensing, but is leveraging you as a storage repository or a replica target for their replication jobs. That, in the spreadsheet that Anthony showed, would be the, I believe it is the, correct me if I'm wrong, it's the backup or replica for service provider section. They are located about, 3/4 of the way down. So it is called Veeam Cloud Connect Backup or Veeam Cloud Connect Replication. So those would be within here. And then you can also kind of get additional information on or I guess you can select what sections you see here. So you're able to see like additional cloud backup servers, or cloud workstations or VMs, and how many of those are within the environment. And then it does give you, hey, how many instances do you have, how many are consumed, when does the license expire. This does allow you to install or update licenses across customer sites as well. So you do have centralized management from that perspective. I know I've had a couple of customers reach out to me and ask me, well, I don't want to have to go and log into each customer's individual site to install new licenses. No, that's not the case. Backup server section, this is going to be probably where a lot of people, a lot of you live and breathe, and this is for the backup and replication deployments, right? So the actual virtual machine backups for VMware, Hyper-V, AHV. Now, any customers that you have added in to your Cloud Connect portal via this Cloud Connect section in backup and replication, will show up in here. You'll be able to see the edition license type. So this is extremely important because edition dictates a lot of the actual point value. And then you'll be able to see in instances here. This will show how many instances you have, I guess the instance limit you have applied to your license, so the top end of your license. And then used instances will be the actual total number of instances. If you want a little bit more of an in-depth breakdown of what virtual machines you have across whatever hypervisors, this information can be accessed by, there is the same type of drop-down here where you can select particular criteria of what is shown in each of the columns, right? So like your server agents or cloud machines like AWS, AHV, workstation agents. So a lot of that is also selected. There's the sockets. To this point, you can actually get a view on customers' licensing, even if it's not like rental licensing that you own, right? You'll be able to see if they have certain sockets consumed and what their top end is, because I know that some customers may have purchased their license up front, but then they use the service providers to just manage the environment. And they still want to have, as a service provider, you still want to have insight into, hey, what does the customer's environment look like? How does the support look? All that's still facilitated through here. And then the backup agent section is specifically for the server and workstation agents. And basically, it just gives you a general overview of what agents are applied, what type they are, whether they are server or workstation. As I said, a lot of my functionality is not going to be canon here because my licenses aren't exactly the same ones that you guys will get. Okay, so I believe that is a decent enough overview. Should give you guys a good feel for at least where this information is located, how you can pull it all, how you can select and make sure that it's displaying the right information in all of the columns. And obviously, Anthony and myself are here to assist in any case of you guys not having it set up properly or you need just a little bit more of a helping hand. So I'll pass it back to Anthony, and thanks for stopping by and taking a look at the video, guys.
Thank you, Don. Appreciate it. So everyone, again, appreciate you spending the time here with us to walk through the usage reporting tool as well as the Veeam Availability Council. As Don mentioned, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me or Don, with any inquiries that you have, any use case scenarios that we can help you with. We'll be, happy to assist here. Other than that, we really appreciate your partnership with Ingram Micro. And like we said, if there's anything that we could do for you or your Veeam business, please let us know. We'll be happy to help out. Thanks, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. Appreciate you all attending. Bye-bye.